guys.
Good to see you guys.
How's everybody doing today?
Doing all right. Good to be here.
Yeah, same here. I'm excited. We're spending the whole week at Padre Island down here, and so it's beach day every single day. In fact, the only reason this house is quiet right now is because everybody is at the beach, and they're probably mad at me for not going with them. But I've been out there twice a day for the last 3 days, so I'm enjoying taking a break to hang out with everybody here.
You get a break to hang out with us. That works out perfectly. All right, who's all here? We got Danny Baker's in the house, Mountain Bushcrafters Alliance. We got Pickle Outdoors. Good to see y'all. Thank you for joining us.
Yes.
Oh, man. So what we got going on? I know me and Stanley, we talked about it the last episode, right? Where we went out on the party boat and did some fishing. Well, we got videos now, both of us, that are going to post up tomorrow. Right, Stanley?
Yeah, sorry, I had to mute it for just a second. Yeah, so I don't know how deep we want to get into talking about the trip. We've talked about some of it.
Yeah.
So I don't want to, I want to talk about it, but at the same time, there's like some stuff I don't want to spoil. We are going to be posting both of our videos tomorrow. We haven't decided a time, probably mid-afternoon, about the time you'll be getting home from work. We're hoping to be dropping both of our videos because they kind of tie in together. They give you like 2 points of view on the same trip. And we're trying to make that as exciting as possible.
Yeah, we are. Ben's in the house. Good to see you, Ben.
What's up, Ben?
What's up, Ben?
You're going to like this, Ben. Cheers. Put a lot of work into this video, dude. It came out good.
Kitchen Gamer. What's up?
I think Ben might be in a video, both videos, matter of fact, huh?
Yep.
I think there's a good possibility of that. Yeah.
I don't know how you can not do that. You can't go to Houston on a snapper run with Ben and not feature Ben. You know what I got to say, though, Ben, I do got to say. So there were a lot of times when I was recording, like I try to record when nobody or at least I try to record when people don't realize I'm recording because I want the conversations to be more natural. Some of those didn't come out. And I don't ever post, like, I'm not going to post anything that's like offensive or, if you say something that's, that's you don't want on video, I'm not going to do that. But there was a couple of conversations I wish I had in there that I wasn't able to due to audio noise and some other things. But I've got a lot. I had a lot of fun with mine.
Yeah, definitely. So how's the weather been for everybody in the chat who's not in Texas? Because it has been, we've been talking about for a while, and it's all the rage on the news. But for San Antonio, July was officially the hottest month since they've been recording temperatures ever. Not just the hottest July, but the hottest month ever. And usually August is our hottest month. So that's what we got to look forward to. We had 29 days at 100 or above. And the other 2 days in July were 99 degrees each day. So, and we've already hit 100 degrees every day so far in August. We're getting real close to breaking our all-time record. So our all-time record is the second most is 57. And I think we're only a couple away from that. And then the most, I think, is 72. And I'm pretty sure we still got the whole month of August plus beginning in September. We're probably going to set a new all-time record year for San Antonio.
Yeah, I'll add into that and say that this is predicted to be one of the most productive hurricane seasons on record also. Oof. And everybody got all excited because we went through July with nothing happening here. But then I just read a thing in the news that the single most productive hurricane season in the history of the Gulf of Mexico, it wasn't too long ago, it was a couple years ago. And in that year where we had more hurricanes and tropical storms in the history of forever in the Gulf of Mexico, we had 0 in July. It was all August and September. So
we're setting ourselves up fine, aren't we?
I'm going to tell you right now, you can probably, there's about a 90% chance you can expect a hurricane vlog from me. I plan on capitalizing that. I'm ready to jump the second we get a storm in the Gulf headed our way.
Yeah, freaking hot. Thunderstorms would be nice if it had some rain with it. We haven't had rain. I can't remember the last time it rained here. I know it wasn't July, so must have been sometime in June. Maybe when I was up in Michigan, it rained here. I don't know.
Yeah, we've had above average rain here. So,
jeez, we're in drought.
We had 1.25 inches last night.
Dang, send that down here, please.
I think we had 1.25 inches in July.
One of our lakes, Medina Lake, is at 10% full.
That's not a lake, that's a puddle.
Yeah, it's 90% empty, in other words, if it's 10% full. That's bad. That's bad. What sucks is those are the lakes that they stock all these lakes. And the last time it went down like that, it took about a year. We got some major storms. It came back up. Texas Park and Wildlife threw a whole bunch of bass in there. Here you go. And that was probably 4 years ago. And here we go again. Hey, Monica.
Cheers.
Hey, Monica.
Hooked up backlash in the house.
We got the crew popping in now. We got Pickle Outdoors, like we already said, Small Water.
Mark J's up in here.
Evening.
Yep. Good to see y'all. So you've been getting regular rain up there, Grant.
Say Ben talking about losing power. The water plant and wastewater plant was actually out of power from a little before 3 till almost 7 this morning.
Ooh.
So that side of town was out.
That ain't good.
Yeah, it was a pretty good little thunderstorm that rolled through. Apparently, I never woke up, but
we've had some rolling outages because of how much energy we're using. Matter of fact, it was on the news, I think it was last week, comparing the states, and usually California is the biggest. We surpassed California in energy use, even though our population is not as big as California. So I don't know what we're doing here in Texas, but we are using up some energy.
Yeah, but they're also moving here in droves, and for good reason. All those years of like this all competitive thing between California and Texas, and now it's like, everybody's moving over here. They realize we were right the whole time.
Right? Yeah.
I like California, but I can't afford $1 million for a piece of property a quarter the size of mine.
Yeah. Our shed would probably sell for $500,000 at least there.
Yeah, exactly.
No, thank you. But it's getting more expensive here too, because everybody's moving here from there.
Monica, are you referring to me on that one? I apologize. It's I made that a very general comment about California and Texas, and I will say that I've always loved California. I'm a surfer, and I love the beach, and I love the natural geography and stuff. Some of the people, not all of them, because there's some good ones. I love the California music scene of the 1990s. But some of the people that have come over, like some of the guys that y'all shipped off our direction, were not the people that we wanted. Let's just say that way.
Yeah, don't California our Texas.
Yeah.
You want to come to Texas because of all the great reasons to come to Texas, then leave all that other stuff behind. Don't try to make Texas like California, or it'll be just as bad as you had it wherever you were. Sick 'em. Dogs. I love them pups.
I do too.
I don't care. They bark the whole time.
Grant is a total pro at muting that mic when he hears it. He's aware of his surroundings, and he wants this to be like a good quality stream. And Grant, I appreciate you doing that. Like, that's just, I love your level of awareness there. But at the same time, it's like I hear them barking, and I'm like, man, I miss having a dog. Yes, I love it every time they like answer my questions and stuff.
Yeah, so, she's a little something.
My question is, or something I wonder about is, if y'all remember, maybe 6 months back, probably-ish, we were hearing a cat in Stanley's area when he was young. Yeah. All of a sudden, we never hear a cat anymore, Stanley. I'm kind of wondering what happened.
Spent a little bit too much time in Mexico, man. I developed a taste for it.
Catch and cook. Oh, that ain't right. I'm sorry.
A cat and cook.
Oh man.
We started treating him a little bit better, and when Savvy's around, he gets to play with Savannah. When it's just me and he doesn't have anyone to talk to, then he gets real talkative, especially if he hears me going. But with Savvy at the house, Rachel's home. Now that like they're going to be in school, they're going to be in dance while I'm doing the live stream in the afternoons when school starts up again. So when that happens, it's going to be just me and him. He's going to want attention, and he's going to start getting loud again.
Mark says Texas and California both too. You know what? I will say this. Texas, yep, absolutely. There are areas in California that seem to stay pretty nice. I was surprised. I had to go to San Diego for a little bit back in my days. And, man, it just was like 70, I think it was like 75 every day. And it didn't, and there weren't great fluctuations or anything. So, you know, there's some areas that, and then I guess up in Northern California, they mountains, snow, all that fun stuff. So
San Francisco is pretty.
Yeah, that's northern, right? Yeah.
That's like central, and the weather there was always really nice whenever I was there. Hey, so let's put a little counter on the screen. I am 2 for 2 for pissing off Monica comments so far here.
2 for 2. There you go.
Sorry, Monica.
Yeah, it's not the weather so much that bugs me about California. I do have a sister that lives there too. Sister, brother-in-law, a nephew and a niece, 2 nieces.
I've been to San Francisco a couple of times. I really enjoyed it. I've been to LA a couple of times. I didn't like it as much because of the city. The coastline is gorgeous. Like the PCH is. If I had the opportunity, for some reason, for a short amount of time to live in like Ventura, I would do Ventura. Ventura was really pretty. And San Francisco was pretty.
Especially the cat.
Stanley loves cats too. Fried.
It tastes good.
I couldn't resist that one. My bad.
I had to back off that joke in that last Mexico video that we did, that very first one, which I got more coming, but we're going to take a little pause on the Cozumel stuff for our snapper video tomorrow. But in that first one we put out, so Savannah, when we were at the grocery store, she wanted to see all the different things at the grocery store, but how it is in Mexico. And there's some unique, cool differences from time to time. It's, that's what culture is about. So we went and did that. And she had to see the pet aisle. She wanted to see like what cool cat stuff they had. So I had to like bite my tongue on making a joke like that in the video. I appreciate that you guys aren't like totally harassing me about having made that joke. Thank you.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm not a cat person. I'm allergic to cats, first of all. And then secondly, I've just never been a fan of cats.
I'm a dog guy, but I love my daughter.
Me too. Always have had dogs.
I don't mind cats, and the cat likes me, but I'm a dog person.
I don't mind nice cats.
Yes, thank you. Yeah. Some cats can have just a piss poor attitude. We have the black cat that's an outdoor cat. I got him as a mouser, and he has the best attitude out of any animal almost I've ever had in my life. Just amazing. He's got some hygiene issues that I don't agree with, which is why he's not allowed inside. But amazing attitude. I love his attitude.
Hygiene issues. That's funny.
I'll leave it at that. We'll maybe do something behind the scenes somewhere.
Oh man, I got one for you. So that brought up an idea or a thought. So we went on this fishing trip, right? In Galveston, the snapper trip. Excuse me. And the day that I fished, I was wearing a certain shirt and fishing pants, and you're getting fish all over you, and you're getting squid, which was the bait. You're getting squid all over you. It was a mess, right? You'll see that in Stanley's video tomorrow.
Big time.
But my wife made the mistake. I'll say she made the mistake because I didn't do it, but I didn't think of it. When we go to leave, all the clothes we've worn, she puts in a plastic bag so that if we have anything left over clean, it doesn't intermingle, right? So we get home and we just throw bags in the house, and it was probably a day or two later before it's time to do that laundry, and I rip open that plastic bag, and oh my God, it stank horribly. So I ended up washing all of that stuff 3 times. The third time, before I started the third time, everything smelled fine except for that shirt. It still stunk. So we use those little, I don't know what they are, little cube things you throw in the wash. I took that thing and I wrapped the shirt around it and threw it in there and ran it the third time. And thankfully, now it smells nice and flowery and clean. But man, it was horrible. So if you go on a fishing trip and you're someplace where you're not washing your laundry there, find a better way to store the stuff that you actually wore fishing as opposed to all the other clothes that you wore.
Yeah. So Kitchen Gamer's asking me here, so I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to fess up. I have not done laundry from that trip yet. And yeah, it's in a laundry basket because I've been living out of a suitcase since June 20th. So I'm still living in a suitcase, and I am down to like my last couple of shirts. And I actually had to buy a couple of shirts yesterday because I'm not going to go scuzz it up. I've got a lot of laundry I got to do starting next week, but I've also got a lot of videos coming. So, you can't smell me on video.
I was thinking the Kitchen Gamer was referring to your dad mentioning the fish guts.
Oh yeah.
I again, like twice now, I completely forgot about that. So he likes calling me out on that. I never did go and pick those up.
Oh,
I totally dropped the ball on him.
Wow. Was it your dad or your father-in-law?
That was my dad.
So you're not getting on the boat for a while now then, huh?
Well, actually, I harassed him into a run since I got my brother-in-law and his family all down here this week. I did harass him into a run on this Saturday. Hopefully, like, weather's not really there, right, but hopefully that's what we're going to be doing.
Cool. Good.
He was, so he's been real nice, real generous about, real forgiving about that. Speaking of which, they're all coming in from the beach. It's going to get a little loud here for a minute. I'll be muting back and forth. But in a moment here, when we start pulling up pictures, we need to pull up their pictures of the stuff that we've been doing. And we need to get them on video, like, so they can see the pictures we got.
Sounds
like
good.
A good plan.
Oh. She's got poop finger.
That's like, you want to show that on video?
I don't think anybody wants to see poop finger. And I go, guys, come look at this.
Yeah, thank you. Right, I totally agree. That needs to be like a T-shirt. Not poop finger. That's if you can hear them in the background.
Oh man. Hey, and you can show them pictures whenever you feel like. If I need to bring them up for you, tell me, and I can bring them up.
Give me just a minute on that. They all just walked in, so I'm going to let them settle, and then I'll pull them aside, and we'll bring them over for some photos.
No problem. No problem. So, Grant, how's the garden doing? You got all that rain. It must be doing pretty good.
Man, it was, well, Saturday morning I woke up early. I was in the garden before 7 and got quite a bit of things done. I was planning on videoing Sunday morning, posting the video Sunday. Peter, #more Peter. Cheers.
What's up, man? Appreciate you coming hanging out, Peter.
Was planning on making a video Sunday and woke up Sunday and it rained pretty much all day. I got called into work at 9:20 Sunday morning to help the guy that was on call. Got home and was covered in sewage, basically. A nice way to put it. And took a shower and relaxed the rest of the day until Mr. Mountain Bushcrafters Alliance went live and drank a few beers with him. That was it.
Don't put those clothes in a plastic bag and hold them for a while, just FYI.
No, those usually go straight in the washing machine.
Good. Well, that sucks. But yeah, I was just going to say before you told us that we do need an update on the garden because I know
Definitely. It's
lot.
been like 6 weeks probably since the last video. So Savvy
in the hizzy.
Savvy says hi. She's soaking wet, so she's going to go dry off, but she wanted to say hi.
Yeah, I'll try to do that one of the next few evenings.
You can pull up a picture of what I'm eating right now on Facebook. Holy cow, my wife killed it. Nice. Yeah, I ate dinner already before we started the show tonight, and Audrey made some her world famous barbacoa. Holy crap, it was good.
We are cooking up shark and snapper tonight.
Ooh, nice.
Finally get to bust into the snapper.
Yeah, I've got one half of snapper left that's on the half shell. I'm going to throw that bad boy on the grill for lunch tomorrow and do some dirty rice with it, I think.
That sounds
There'll be
good.
some pictures.
I can do it, Danny. I can show.
Oh, yeah. Pull up
from Facebook? Yeah, pull it up. Pull it up. We'll see. We'll see.
Oh, is it Danny's birthday?
There
Happy
it is.
Birthday.
Okay.
Ooh, boy. All right, so I see broccoli. I think a potato. Something with bacon on it maybe, and then a bunch of fried shrimp and fish, it looks like.
You got fillets or something there.
Yeah, yep. Golly.
Looks
that
good.
Ain't right. That ain't right. That looks really good, Danny.
Yeah, it did.
Golly.
Again, we always come back to like these conversations about these amazing dinners, like right during this live stream, and I love that. But at the same time, I am never more hungry than when we are all live streaming here together.
Exactly. That's why I'm glad I ate already. It wasn't quite as brutal, but yeah, most nights it's like, oh my God, everybody's getting hooked up backlash doing the brisket. So me and Audrey did some shopping and spent more money than we should, but I was like, I need some more big pieces of meat in the freezer. So we got a brisket in there. We got a pork shoulder in there. We got some baby back ribs in there. We got a whole barnyard pimp or a whole chicken. So one of them is going on the Traeger this weekend. And I guess you can wait for the pictures to see which one it's going to be. I don't know yet. Shrimp.
By the comment, I'm guessing. Danny, is it your birthday? Is it Danny's birthday? John will sing happy birthday if it is.
I won't, but I think it is close to his birthday. I thought something on Facebook about his birthday popped up. Not today, but
must be his birthday dinner.
Yeah, maybe so. Man,
happy birthday.
Crab stuffed jalapenos. Damn. Yeah. People eat good.
That makes me just talking about that. Your shrimp and crab stuffed jalapenos gives me some ideas for that shark. I really wish I could delve into.
I've seen Blue Gabe take some lobster that they just caught, right? Because they had their mini season. Cut it out, cut it into chunks. Wrap a small piece of bacon around it. You don't want too much, he said, because the lobster will burn. Put it on a skewer, and then a piece of pineapple, then a lobster wrapped in bacon, then a piece of. I was like, dang, that looks and sounds really, really good.
Dude, that makes me think. Like, I wonder about doing that with shark. I think we're gonna throw ours on the grill. We've been doing a teriyaki marinade on it for like 45 minutes now.
He actually put teriyaki on those too while they were on the grill.
Okay. So I'm in the right area here of what I need to be doing with that then.
Yeah, and shark is a heavy enough meat. You should be able to do that with no problem.
I would think so.
Oh shoot! Now you can't argue with that. Look, I'm telling you, 4 or 5 years ago, we're in Michigan. Audrey's little brother, who's Air Force retired, he's down in Georgia now, but he was over in Maryland. Maine area, wherever. He got a bunch of live lobster, drove to Michigan. They're still live when he gets there, and we cooked those up and venison steaks that Uncle Leonard had, and that was such a good meal. I just love that. And Maine lobster, that spiny lobster in California or in Florida is okay, but Maine lobster, ooh. That's where
We love spiny lobster, but yeah, you're right. It doesn't compare to Maine lobster. They're both good, but Maine lobster's better.
David Martin.
Is she saying that that'll taste like doo-doo, or is she just doing the shark song?
She's doing the shark song.
Okay. Just making sure. David Martin. Yep. Good to see you, David. Ben, let's see. That's the other. Hey, I'm the same way with crab, too. I'm not a huge fan of blue crab. It's just there's not much flavor to them. A lot of work to get the meat out. But you get some Dungeness or you get some king crab. Holy smokes. It's a whole different ball game. I think that's why a lot of people do dips and stuffing and stuff like that with blue crab instead of just eating it. You know what I mean? My opinion.
There's definitely a hierarchy. Like some of them are better than others. I am a blue crab fan. I think it had more flavor than like Dungeness. But snow crab, king crab, Maine lobster, you can't beat the cold water guys.
Yeah. I agree. What else is going on, guys? What else we got to talk about? What's going on?
When you say this, let's take a look at some of those photos. My nephews, they all went and jumped in the pool. So
do it.
They weren't too interested in doing it.
All right. Can you control it? Yep.
Can I? Oh, I guess I can. Okay, cool. So yeah, these are from the Discord server. These are some of the guys who just posted for their pics. I don't know what that thing, so that's a painted comber.
Wow.
I'm not familiar with that, but I thought it was gorgeous. And I thought it was a really pretty picture.
It is a very gorgeous fish, but man, what a unique, it looks like you took 3 different fish and put them together, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's crazy looking. The head looks kind of like a walleye.
Good call on that. It looked to me like a kind of like a mix between a blenny, maybe a goby, and I don't know, like some kind of snapper.
Yeah, that's just weird.
It's a weird mix of different things. I believe he's from Europe somewhere, so that's
okay.
How they get all that weird stuff on their fish over there.
They got European stuff on their fish.
Yeah. Next up, this a gentleman just loves. He's always out there doing stuff. So he's got a couple of pictures. He's got a new PB largemouth, and then like the very next day set another personal best largemouth. Got big and little in the same week.
We've all been there.
Yeah. Same gentleman right here. He got that nice rainbow trout.
Brook trout, I think. Whichever is beautiful.
Yeah. He had a couple of pictures. This is the best one that he had of that. And then this gentleman got himself into a nice little shark. Couple of pictures, doing a little bit of night fishing, similar to what we're seeing. And man, this, I guess y'all can't see any photo here, can you?
White.
Yeah, that's what I'll have to bring up the photos next week. For whatever reason, the photos that I posted on there of the stuff that we've been doing just didn't upload. So my apologies on that.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah, that is a bummer. We've been doing really well the last couple of days. Some of those days were harder than others. We put in a little bit more physical effort than what we would normally do, but yesterday in particular was a really good day. We've been doing good.
Good deal. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing some videos from all that then.
Piling them up, man.
For sure. Oh man. So what y'all got going on in your lives? Exciting, like on the chat. What are y'all got? Any big fishing trips going? I know we just did the snapper trip. Ben has any other trips coming up or Any of the rest? You got any fishing trip, Danny? You got anything coming up that's got you excited to get out there and do it, or what?
I know Mark J. Larson posted a bass video a little bit ago. I got that notification a little earlier.
Okay, I didn't see that.
Still, him and Monica must still be catching them big bass.
Yeah. I did watch the videos when they did that, and they did the blow gun thing majigger. That was pretty dang cool.
Fish hawk blow gun, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll get me one of these days when I got the extra $150 to spend. Monica,
is that Miss Baker in the house? Is that Danny's wife?
I think so. I think she typed in that it was indeed Danny's birthday and then retracted the message.
Oh, so it is his birthday, huh? I don't have a singing voice, but I will tell him happy birthday. I
don't sing well either. I will say a very happy birthday to you, sir. And Miss Baker, thank you for coming and joining us. We appreciate you jumping in and selling your husband out. Yeah,
exactly. He wouldn't tell us it was his birthday, so thank you for telling us. Let's see. Pickle Day waited for brook trout last week with his dad. We took pictures of the fish in the sink. Had much fun. That's cool. Very cool.
Nice.
Yeah. Danny got an overnight North Jetty trip coming up with somebody that has it down. No video though. God, I want the video. Yeah, he just did that. He did an overnighter on the North Jetty. They caught some crazy fish too.
It's so hard to do the overnight videos, but man, that's that to me that's just like such a harder thing to film and get. But there's so much interesting stuff happening. I would love to see more content happening at night.
Hey, Robert, you and me both, brother. This snapper video is going to be my first video in forever, so I've not been doing. But I get back on a boat. Hint, hint. I'm going to be getting back on a boat. Hopefully, I can't break the news now. You know what I'm talking about, Robert. But yeah, so there'll be more videos then, hopefully.
Yeah, man, if you're in a slump, my 2 cents is like I have this awesome accountability group with Grant, with John. Getting together with these guys, talking to them helps to get the creative juices going again. Getting out with somebody else and experiencing some of this stuff with somebody else, like maybe my nephews or somebody who doesn't often get to do this, and getting to show it to them and putting that experience on camera, that kind of revitalizes it for me. That's how I kickstart it whenever I'm feeling like that.
Oh, she's down for a catch and cook trip. Yeah, when she cooks like shit, what he just showed us he had for dinner, holy smokes. That'd be a good video. I want to see it.
No doubt.
Yeah, I think, Monica, that's one of my things. When sometimes my videos, when I'm editing them, I'm like, I wish I would have, talked to the camera more about this or that. But when I started all this, and I think I'm still kind of in that area where I'm going fishing and I'm going to have a video camera and film some of it. I'm never in the mindset I'm going to make a video and then I get to fish too. You know what I mean? Where I think some of the better fishing YouTubers, Stanley Orchard and others, have it in their mind that we're going to make a video, and it just so happens it's going to be while you're doing some fishing. Where for me, I'm going fishing, but I'll have a camera and video too. And I got to try to bridge that gap, I think. But you're right. Sometimes it's nice. And Stanley, even, I know he's done this. You just go with family or whatever. You don't need cameras, and just go fishing and have a good time. Do a family day, or even one of those mental health days, I call them, where I go fishing by myself, just to get out there and clear the cobwebs out and, think about what's going on in life type thing.
Yeah.
Who's that behind you? We see you.
That's Rachel. She's peeking out at the kids to check them in the pool. No. You got to come over and say hi, though.
Saw you back there.
Somebody has to watch the kids.
Did you catch any fish at the beach? Didn't.
It said 25 miles an hour. I wasn't going to put a line in. And
Why did you come home if you haven't caught fish? I haven't come home once without catching fish.
I caught a fish.
Oh, he's gonna get a beat down.
Did you bring it home?
Yeah, I frosted it.
He's gonna get a beat down.
I don't care how long it is. You caught it and brought it home. That's all I care about. Dinner's on you.
I caught the snapper that's defrosted.
Very true.
Echo's got a salmon charter video coming out. She's gonna give you a beat down and you keep talking to her like that. I'm just saying. Where's Monica? Monica should be jumping on that and helping her. Mark J did some kayak fishing even. He says tougher than it looks. I will take your word for it because I ain't gonna try it. I'm too old, big, and broken.
Yeah, I have a real hard time with the kayak thing. That would be. It would have to be a pretty big kayak, and I don't like sitting down when I'm fishing. I like to be standing up. It feels weird to me to be sitting down, especially kind of crunched back with your knees up fishing. Just feels awkward.
Well, and you're not, an average height dude either, so.
Yeah, you're a big guy for being in a kayak.
Yeah.
Tall guy.
Yeah, tall. I'm the big guy. He's a tall guy.
You guys are being you're very generous, but I got a little bit of girth on the height too.
Yeah, well, I got that without being as tall as you. Oh man! So we got some salmon charter video coming out.
That's gonna be awesome.
Like Pickle's doing a lot of stuff, so I'm kind of jealous. I really don't know the next time I'm going fishing. I know we got a bunch of Army buddies. We get together every September, Canyon Lake, and just do tell our old war stories and all that. And so we're going to be doing that in September. I might even, maybe not have to rent a pontoon. I might have something else by then. Who knows? We will see. But here's the thing: when it goes down, there will be sneak peeks on Facebook and Instagram and all that. So just keep an eye out. We'll see.
Definitely. Yeah.
I tell you what, I'm looking forward to that. And we've got a lot of meetups and stuff like that. So I'm not trying to worm my way into anything you're doing. But with how hot everything has been, I can foresee us probably spending some time at Canyon Lake in September.
Yeah. Yeah, that nice cool water up there. And I already told you how bad Medina Lake is. All our lakes around here, because of the drought, are getting really low. But Canyon Lake's holding its own pretty well so far. Down a few, maybe 10.
Need to start referring to that as Medina Desert. Just get in on it before it's a trend.
Yeah, and so Choke Canyon, which is closer to you, Choke is a great lake. If it could just, it's been 20 to 30 foot low for years, and it'll bounce back for a couple months and go right back because they built this lake right in a bad place. There's not a good watershed runoff. The Frio River, they showed the Frio River that goes into this lake miles up from it, where it's just a trickle. So it's horrible to see these lakes dry up like that. And then they're used, their primary source is water for the towns downstream and for agriculture. So yeah, you'd love to have them full all the time to fish, but they're going to open those dams when the folks downstream need the water, and that's just the way it is.
Mm-hmm.
You were snorkeling Canyon Sunday?
I like the sound of that. That's what we want to go do. We want to go do some snorkeling over there.
I've never brought my snorkel gear there. I need to do that.
Can you spearfish in Canyon Lake?
I don't know what the freshwater rules are in Texas, to be honest with you.
I don't think you can. The last I saw, spearfishing in freshwaters were really difficult endeavor, to do it legally. The rules are really weird. So I don't even keep up with them because they're so strict on it. That having been said, Canyon Lake is such a difficult lake to fish, period. I wouldn't foresee being able to get in front of any fish there anyway. It's really vacated when you go down there. Not a whole lot of fish to see.
Yeah, Danny said no game. Yeah, I think just like with bow fishermen, you can carp and some of the gar stuff like that, but that's about it probably.
So what's the thrill in snorkeling there?
Beautiful clear water.
Yeah, it's crystal clear.
Okay, so you can see some fish, just can't spear them.
There, yeah.
Hypothetically, when we went and did it, and we don't go to all the best spots, like a lot of the fish hang out pretty deep, to my knowledge. John, you can correct me on that if you want, because I don't know much about it. But where we're snorkeling, I very rarely see fish, or at least not anything of any size. It's all little guys.
Yeah, little bluegills and stuff. We'll snorkel around some of the marinas, try not to get run over by a boat, but yeah.
Okay.
And there's a lot of stuff around the marinas. And I don't know if they, I imagine they've got some kind of rule where they don't let you fish. They don't let you do anything around that, because it does. That 360 video, like the very first one I ever posted, was all the catfish and stuff. That was at Canyon Lake. And that was just me when we went to get the boat. I took the camera and just shoved it under the pier for 1 minute and recorded. And that's what I got.
Yeah. So the way that works is they don't own the water. So you can go into the area of a marina and fish. Sometimes they'll get pissed and act like they own the water, but tell them to go ahead and call the cops. But you cannot tie up to one of their docks and try to fish. Then you're breaking the law. But as long as you're on the water, who needs to be? I don't want to be a prick and I'm going to fish here because I can. Ha ha ha. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that was part of the deal too, is because so we went to the marina to get the boat, and I assume that we can't fish from the pier at the marina, from the docks.
Right.
It would really not be an efficient use of time and resources if we were to go to the marina, get a boat, and then not leave the marina while we were fishing.
Exactly. So, yeah, most of them don't let you fish from the marina itself.
Gotcha.
Those are their pets. They're feeding those big old catfish and stuff. They have the same thing at Fort Sam Marina, where we'll keep our boats when we go up there. Same thing. You look right there by the office off the side of the dock, and there's big old catfish swimming around and stuff. And they throw stuff out there and feed them.
Interesting.
Pretty crazy.
So, she's saying it clear and the fish will come right up to you. I had them eating out of my hand. I would really like to know where it was you were at when that happened. If you don't mind, for research purposes, where you were at and having that happen. If you wouldn't mind including a map with an X, shows you where to go.
Just send the coordinates.
Yeah, just send them to me and I'll make sure he gets them.
Yeah. If you ever come to Texas and want to do a cool freshwater hangout, not planning to kill it fishing, but just to get in the water, because that's what we do when we're up there with all our Army buddies. We 3 or 4 boats out in this cove. We tie off to each other. We throw floats out, and we enjoy beverages and food and floating on the water, staying cool. That's really what it's all about. Kind of like our own little party cove.
I love the sound of that. We need it every now and then. We need to step away. We spend a lot of time out on Padre Island. So yeah, if we're going to go somewhere, it's either going to be Corpus Christi Lake, Mathis Lake, whatever that is, just because it's in our vicinity, or it's going to be Canyon Lake just because of how gorgeous it is over there.
Yeah.
At Mark and Monica, you guys, and Danny, you guys who like snorkeling, I've got a ton of Cozumel snorkeling stuff coming up. Not this next coming up video thing, but basically everything for the remainder of the year after that is going to be all snorkeling stuff in Cozumel, because I just could not get enough footage down there.
Mark, I did some snorkeling when we were in Jamaica a couple years ago, man. Beautiful water. Did some fishing too. Got my one and only big old blue marlin, which was awesome. But the snorkeling we did right off the beach we were staying at a Sandals resort there. It was freaking awesome.
Dude, Kitchen Gamer. You need to get a video of that. That's how people go viral, is like with something like that. Tried to get some footage of doing the ribbon fish, which are kind of like eels. Back in January, I saw a bunch in the marina. I was trying to hand feed them. I couldn't get them, but man, I tried. If you can get that on film, I'm bet that's like how you can go viral.
Very cool. So Danny's going to text you some coordinates for Canyon Lake.
That is exactly why I do all of this. It's not about like anything other than just getting coordinates for everybody's like fishing spots. That's my goal. I want all the coordinates.
I don't know if they understood that your desire was not to go and hand feed these fish. Your desire was go and feed them a hook.
I would really like to see that. I'd be really curious. I think that's really cool.
Yeah, it would be kind of neat. Definitely. Mm-hmm. All right. What else going on, folks? What else we got to talk about?
Squirrel season opened yesterday, so I think I might try to go squirrel hunting this weekend just to get out in the woods and some peace and quiet and maybe shoot a gun.
Nice. Sounds like a perfect thing to do. Get out in the woods and shoot a gun.
Yeah, it's going to be hot, so it's going to have to be early.
All right, Pickles, that's no problem. How hot's it going to be? Are you still up in the 90s now, too?
Yeah, we had the heat index today was supposed to be 108.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. That's one thing I noticed in Galveston. I don't know if it was just when we were there, but I'm looking at the temps and it's like 98 and all. I'm like, oh, it's not going to be that bad. But the heat index was like 110. I'm like, how is that? Like when we get down to the coast where you're at, Stanley, down Padre, there's wind coming off the water and it just feels better. But in Galveston, I never got that. It always felt super hot and muggy, even when we were on that strip, right? You know, the ocean's across the street from us by the beach. You know what I mean? It never. It was miserable.
Yeah, I felt the same way. Like it wasn't that hot, but it felt like you said really muggy and humid. I don't think they have the wind that we experience down here.
Yeah,
I don't think they're getting 20-mile-an-hour winds right now.
Yeah.
25. The number keeps going up back here if you can hear them.
Yeah, Mark. I've been in San Antonio for 22 years now, and I'm still not used to the freaking summer heat. That's why, you know, every summer we try to get up to Michigan and stay as long as we can for the summer. And a couple more years, I'll be up there all summer. Yeah, the heat kills me. Stanley is born and raised Texan, so yeah, he can be out there. It's when we were at the beach the last time with Grant down here, we're all sitting under our shade thing because it's mid to late afternoon. It's getting hot, and they're all out there just out in the sun doing their thing. I'm like, I would die of heat stroke if I was out there. So
you got to soak it up and enjoy as much of that time as you physically can. If you're not miserable the next day, then you didn't enjoy it enough.
No, thank you. You can keep it. We'll take you up north and let you do that with some snow.
There you go. There's Kai, Mr. OK Fishing. Good to see you.
What's up, Kai? He's on vacation. How's the vacation going, man? How's the forest fires he's dealing with out there?
Was he in California or where?
Talking about heat. He's up in Canada.
Oh.
Not sure where he's vacationing at, but I believe that's up in Canada. Beautiful scenery. The pictures that we saw on Discord that he was sending in was, other than the wildfires, it was gorgeous.
Yeah, they're having fires in California right now, so I thought maybe you're talking about that.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. The drought, the fires, and the flood. It's pretty wild.
Yeah.
Just one extreme to the other all across the states.
Oh, you're vacation. Okay, so all that gorgeous stuff is all like right across the street from him. Sorry to hear that you're dealing with wildfires at your house.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we call those staycations. You just stay at home.
Yep.
But you ain't going to work. So that's okay. It's all good. Man, this is my first full 5-day work week in the whole month of July. I did not work a Friday. Just because the way my schedule is, right? Because I work uneven numbers, right? I have every other Friday off anyways. But the other Fridays in July, I was on leave we were in Galveston fishing, right? That one Friday. And then one before that, I was I think I was still in Michigan. So,
Right.
So yeah, it's been nice. So it's kind of thinking about doing a 5-day work week hurts.
Yeah. Probably since the 1st of June.
Close. Well, not the 1st of June, but mid-June.
First couple weeks of June, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I've been doing similar. I'm not putting in the work that I normally do, and that's going to be playing. I'm going to be playing catch up next week.
Yeah, they get crazy.
Yep.
6 days a week. Ugh, yuck. Mark, you're working too hard, bro. Got to do what you got to do. Understood that.
I did that for 10 years, months without a day off, and man, that just you kind of get accustomed to it, but at the same time, I enjoy my life so much more now.
I bet. Yeah. So I did my 20 years in the Army, going and doing whatever they say, when they say. They say you're 24/7, so you can't it's after hours. There is no after hours. So it's nice now to be able to have a somewhat regular job and say, nope, I'm supposed to be off right now unless you want to pay overtime, and they never want to do that. So.
Did you have an anniversary this week for that?
So the 1st of August was the anniversary of my retirement from the Army 19 years ago. So I've been retired from the Army. So I did 20 years in the Army. Now I've been retired from the Army for 19 years. And then another couple of years, I'll be retiring from this job, and that'll be the last retirement. I will be done.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that a bunch. What else is going on? I got to catch up with the chat here.
Pickle Outdoors.
Got everybody talking work. It's a Tuesday afternoon. We're supposed to be decompressing, and here you are bringing work conversation back into the.
You're right. I apologize. What's wrong with me? What was I thinking? I like this kind of talking right there. 7 more years, and I'm retirement eligible. Nice. It's good.
I've only got 24 more years.
No, you don't. Come on, man.
67's our full retirement.
I thought it was 62. What happens?
That's the early retirement. You don't get a full.
The goalposts.
Yeah, there's a certain amount you get if you retire at 62. If you retire at 65, you get a little bit more. And you retire at 67, you get the full retirement. But a lot of people, let's see, I retire at 67. What's the average? 75 for male Americans? So that gives you 7 or 8 years to enjoy retirement and then die. So I'm like, nope, I'm retiring at 60. And we're just going to suck it up and live off my 2 retirements. And then once I hit 62, Social Security kicks in, because I want to enjoy some of that time and go and do stuff and not be working. I know plenty of people who work all the way up into their 70s because they love their work, and then they retire and fall over. Kabloop, they're gone. So that's not me. I want to get out there and enjoy life while I still can. Heck, I'm all broke up, so much longer I'll be using one of those walkers or something.
That's all the reason. Like one of the things that people look at, one of the things that I'm personally looking at, you're looking towards the retirement years. Take full advantage of the YouTube channel stuff, because the money that you're going to have is going to be confined or whatever at that point.
Right.
YouTube can maybe help with that, but at the same time, it helps get you, like if you're doing fishing and stuff, if you're going outdoors, working on your boat, going fishing, and still filming and putting all that stuff on YouTube, for one, extremely valuable information that you're imparting on other generations, but for two, it's keeping you active and keeping you doing things. And if you want to get past that 75-year, milestone, that is exactly how you do it.
That's true. That is
so
true.
I'm looking forward to seeing those videos that you're putting out when that happens.
Me too.
Yeah, hooked up and backlash.
Say again?
I was going to say hooked up and backlash. Retire at 49. I don't blame you. Cheers to 49.
Yeah. Hey, the earlier you can and be able to support yourself, the better. I know folks in my family even that didn't plan well. They've been working their whole lives, and the only thing they're going to have when they retire is going to be a Social Security check because they didn't set up any type of retirement funds or anything. So that's one of the things. And me and Audrey are bad about that. I started way late, other than having Army retirement. We started late in saving for the future because I was a young, dumb kid and I wanted to spend all my money now. So we really harped on our two daughters to start young, and they both have, right? And so that will just make it better for them when they get older. But yeah, if I didn't have the Army retirement, and the medical that I get from that, I'd be in a world of hurt probably. I know I wouldn't be retiring when I want to.
Right. Listen up, kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's exactly right.
Start investing in your retirement when you start working. Don't wait.
Ben thought he was going to get away. He had to go run some errands to get some tacos and stuff. And then, he's complaining about the YouTube notifications, but YouTube knows what they're doing. They saw you leave, and they're like, nope, we're going to notify him. He needs to get back into it.
There you go.
Right?
Yeah.
59 and a half. So that's when I'm done. Hey, Mark, that's exactly. For me, it's with the job I have right now, it's 60. When the day I turn 60 and I have 20 years, which it just works out, I'll have 20 years on my 60th birthday. That's when I can retire from this job that I'm in now. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. And then, 62, they'll kick in the Social Security. But before that, I'll have my two retirements to live off of. And Audrey's got to go a few more years after me, but her retirement plan where she works is better than mine. I mean, so we'll see.
How do you handle? That's a conversation for the next live stream, but I'm curious. Hold on to this one. I'm curious how you plan on handling those years where you are retired, but she is still working. I want to know how that works.
Well, that will be a discussion. Right now she gets to telework, right? And when we were in Michigan in June and July, she worked a couple of those, like a week and a half while we were up there. So if we go to Michigan for the summer, she might not be able to stay the whole summer and telework. She might have to fly back to San Antonio and do something here and there. But other than that, I'm going to be in Michigan the whole summer.
So it helps that she's 10 years younger too.
She's not 10 years younger. She is younger, but I did not rob the cradle that bad, okay? Stop it. Hey, we're almost out of time, folks. Let's start wrapping this thing up, right? Tell Danny happy birthday again, Danny. Stanley and me got videos coming out tomorrow. The snapper trip that we did with Ben. Thank you again, Ben, for inviting us on the trip. It was pretty cool. Grant's going to shoot a update on his garden for us soon. Right, Grant?
Yes.
Where are we at next week?
Be down at Stanley's. And I just want to tell you guys, I've seen some behind-the-scene footage of their sniper trip with Ben, and I am super jealous.
Yeah. Yeah, you would have had a good time.
That's exactly I couldn't have asked for a better response than that, because when I want to get you guys back down here, And I want to get, a lot of these people that we have in the chat and everybody who comes and hangs out for like Sharkathon and things like that. I want everyone excited about that. I want them jealous seeing this stuff because I want to get everybody involved and have some fun with this. Let's go on a snapper run when you, or any kind of offshore run when you come down. Let's go do the shark tournament together. Let's have some fun with this.
Cool. Well, guys, any last words before we sign off?
Have a great week. We'll see you over at Stanley Orchards next week.
Yes, we will. Thank you, everybody, for coming out and hanging out with us. And until the next one.